Okay, so this is my movie poster. The movie title is Catch My Eye. So I created a serial killer named Mila, and she goes through some childhood trauma. Her mother dies. Father's an alcoholic. Father beats her up and abuses her. She basically raises herself. After her grandmother dies, her grandfather refuses to take care of her. And the yellow highlights are from the Ed Kemper article. The green highlights are from the Jeffrey Dahmer article, and basically show that I used my notes. She had some serial killer childhood trauma, lack of empathy, internalized anger, all that stuff that has to come out later on, which she does by killing people. Gifted, very talented student, very creepy. She knows the insides and outs of somebody like Hannibal Lecter. She can smell and read people, especially when she gets into medical school. So if you read this, you'll see how she raises herself, how she loses her kidney, she runs away, she gets into Harvard, but she's in an orphanage before that, and she kills her pets. Killing pets, another serial killer tactic. She murders her grandfather as he refused to take care of her, and she cuts off his ears. Okay, so is from the Dark Tetrad article. The notes we read about sadism. She's sadistic, very pleasuring and inflicting pain. So that's what she is. She's a prodigy, very smart. But her friends don't suspect anything. Another thing, a serial killer tactic. Please read this because I'm not explaining everything. Basically, what happens? She kills her grandfather. Her uncle shows how corrupt the police department is, and he makes her killing go away to protect her future at Harvard Medical School or whatever. And then so the murders begin when she starts to go into medical school. It becomes really hard. She becomes a night owl. At night, she's out searching for victims. She finally starts seeing patients. She's a super good doctor, but she keeps a little extra of their blood to pour on sandwich, eat the really creepy. Finally, she starts doing the murders because she has no empathy and emotion. Her personal possession is to keep the dead men's hands and feet, which she uses to sexually, whatever she does with them. So that's another serial killer tactic, to keep possessions. Again, we learned those in our notes. Okay, I made a little key for you. So now that was background on the serial killer. The actual movie, we learn about her grandfather killing. We see all the victims that she kills. We see how she stores them in a storage room and sets them up as if the dead men are having a tea party. Really creepy. She develops her type. She likes these men. This is a very important paragraph. Please read it. Then she falls in love, and that's the only feeling she feels, which is why it's a tiny bit fictional. But again, it's a movie, and I did use my notes like you asked. But so we see how her love affects her. We also, at the end of the movie, see a very realistic crime scene of the storage unit and the forensics experts and how they examine the blood and the dead corpses and all the autopsies. Okay, it's modern day application. She has a cell phone. She has a burner phone for all her murderous stuff. Storage unit is rented on somebody else's name. Furthermore, she's a very gifted medical surgeon. She does procedures. She knows how to cut up a body because she tortures her victims before she kills them. So all of them are cut open everywhere, and they're still alive until she wants them dead, which is why she knows how to work in the body. Gifted procedures. 1999, gender roles were different. Mila, woman, dominate in her relationship. Friends are more trusting online, so that's different from online, obviously different from 1991. That's modern day. It's my poster. Okay, you can pause now because so I did what the thing asked. I used my notes. I gave you a summary. I gave you a poster. Everything's pretty detailed. You can pause now. I'm moving on to the summary of the Silence of the Lamb movie, the one that we watched in class. Okay, so this is about Clarice Sterling. So Clarice Sterling wants to work under Mr. Crawford. She admires him. He gives her a task. She goes to see Dr. Chilton, who's really sexist, and but she gets past him. She goes to see Lecter after getting past Barney. Lecter is very creepy, like a standstill statue, just creepy. He used to be a doctor, a psychiatrist. I can't summarize everything. There's some really, dang it, it's gonna end in 30 seconds. But Hannibal Lecter is insulting. He wants to know Clarice's personal details, and that's the only way he's going to give out information about Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills is holding the senator's daughter, Catherine Martin. He's holding her kidnapped Catherine, and there's the whole Clarice and Hannibal interviews, and I'm going to end in 7 seconds, but basically she gets awarded the FBI for finding Buffalo Bills at the end.